Look, here's the thing. Everyone thinks motivation is key. They say, I need to be motivated to go to the gym, to work on my business, to fix my life. Bullshit. Motivation is a lie. It's fleeting. It's like a spark. It's there for a second and then it's gone. You cannot rely on it because it's not real. Discipline. That's what gets things done. Consistency, relentless execution of a plan. That's what separates winners from losers. You ever notice how people only want to work when they feel like working? They sit around waiting for this magical feeling to show up. You're not going to feel like it, bro. You're never going to wake up one day and suddenly feel like conquering the world. You think I'm motivated 24/7? Absolutely not, but I get it done anyway because my life depends on it, right? Let me tell you something. Every single morning I wake up, there's a battle happening in my head. There's a weak version of me that wants to sleep in, chill, relax, maybe order some food and scroll on my phone. And then there's the beast, the version of me that wants to crush life, to make more money, to dominate, to be a king in every room I walk into. The beast wins because I don't give the weak version of me a vote. It's not a democracy in my brain. Weakness doesn't get a say. And you know why motivation doesn't work for you? Because you're addicted to comfort. You want success, but you also want to be cozy. You want to hustle, but you also want to binge watch Netflix. You want to get rich, but you're scared of doing anything that's actually uncomfortable or hard. I've got news for you. Success is ugly. It's painful. It's waking up when you're tired. It's grinding when you feel like quitting. It's eating clean when you want to stuff your face with pizza. Winners do what losers won't. You're sitting there saying, well, Andrew, it's easy for you. You've got money, you've got cars, you've got all this stuff. Yeah, I've got all this stuff. Yeah, I've got it now, but I didn't start with it. Nobody handed me this life. I built it from nothing. And I didn't build it on motivation. I built it on discipline. Motivation might get you off the couch once or twice, but discipline turns that into a habit, and habits turn into success. You can't sit around waiting for perfect conditions. You can't wait for everything to feel right. It's never gonna feel right. Stop being soft, stop being soft, stop waiting for permission. Nobody cares how you feel. Life isn't gonna hand you anything just because you're a nice guy who wants it. The universe doesn't reward people who sit around dreaming about what they might do. It rewards action, relentless, ruthless action. And let me say this, you're not always gonna win, you're gonna fail. I failed so many times I lost count, but every time I got knocked down, I got back up. Every single time, that's what makes the difference. Not motivation, not luck, not some magical opportunity. It's getting back up when life smashes you in the face and says, stay down. You say, no, I'm not staying down. I don't care how hard it is. The only way you lose in life is if you quit. You can fail 1,000 times, but the moment you quit, that's when you've lost. That's when you become like the rest of them, average, mediocre. And trust me, nothing is more painful than knowing you could have been great but settled for average because it was easier. So forget motivation. Burn it, delete it from your vocabulary, replace it with discipline and action. Motivation is for amateurs, discipline is for champions. And the next time you're sitting there saying, I don't feel motivated, remember this, it doesn't matter how you feel. Winners don't need to feel motivated. Winners get it done no matter what. The question isn't, how can I stay motivated? The question is, are you willing to be disciplined? Are you willing to suffer a little now so you can win big later? Are you willing to make sacrifices? Are you willing to work when others sleep, to push when others rest, to stay focused when everyone else is distracted? Because if you are, then you'll get everything you've ever wanted. And if you're not, well, you'll stay exactly where you are. It is your choice. There's a book a good friend of mine, Thomas William Westwood, wrote. It's called Escape the Scroll, and it's really helpful when trying to break free from doom scrolling TikTok and Instagram Reels. If you read that, trust me, it's gonna be a huge step towards getting disciplined in the first place and not being caught in the matrix. People don't understand what big of an impact social media has on modern life. It is making you a slave. Break out from it. So anyone that feels like they're unconsciously caught in this trap, you've got to read this book. It is gonna help you improve a lot. You wanna know another reason you're stuck? It's because you've surrounded yourself with losers. Just look around. Who are you hanging out with? Are they pushing you? Are they challenging you to level up? Or are they just dragging you down into their pit of mediocrity? You cannot fly with eagles if you're running with pigeons, bro. I cut people out of my life fast. The moment I see they're lazy, negative, or wasting my time, they're gone. You've got to be ruthless with your energy. The people around you will either fuel your fire or put it out. There's no in between. You think it's a coincidence that successful people hang out with other successful people. No, it's because winners don't tolerate losers. And that's another thing. Standards, most people have none. They just float through life, accepting whatever crumbs the world throws at them. They say, oh, well, that's just how it is. No, that's not just how it is. That's how you've chosen for it to be. You have to raise your standards. What are you willing to tolerate in your life? Low energy, weak effort, excuses. If you tolerate those things, that's what you're gonna get. Me, I tolerate excellence. I tolerate hard work. I tolerate winning. And yeah, sometimes that means being hard on yourself. Sometimes that means looking in the mirror and saying you're not good enough yet. You've got more work to do, but that's how you grow, man. That's how you get better. Listen, life isn't complicated. People overcomplicate everything because it gives them an excuse not to act. They want to read 50 self-help books before they make a move. They want to analyze every detail before they take a step. You know what successful people do? They execute, they move fast, they make mistakes, they adjust, and they keep going. Action beats analysis every single time. I'm not saying you should be reckless. I'm saying you need to stop waiting for the perfect moment because it doesn't exist. Start now. Start today. I don't care if you're tired. I don't care if you don't know everything yet. You'll figure it out along the way. Success doesn't require perfection, and it requires momentum, and momentum is powerful. Once you build it, once you've got that engine running, nothing can stop you. But the hardest part is getting started. That's where most people fail. They never even start. They live in a world of I'll do it tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. Don't let that be you. And here's something else you got to understand. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to knock on your door and say, hey man, here's the life you've always dreamed of. It's not happening. If you want it, you have to take it. Success is a war, and most of you aren't ready to fight. You're sitting there waiting for the universe to bless you with a perfect situation. Meanwhile, someone else is out there grinding, taking the opportunities you're too scared to go after. You're not tired. You're not burnt out. You're uninspired because you've been playing small for too long. The second you start chasing something big, something that scares you a little, you'll wake up. You'll find a new gear you didn't even know you had. So stop waiting, stop searching for motivation, stop whining, get up, make a plan, and execute. Life is short, and every second you waste is a second you'll never get back. You've got a limited number of breaths on this planet. Use them wisely. The world is yours if you want it.